Hey there, welcome to my studio. This is Diana Trout, and today I have an Artsnacks unboxing for you. I actually went through this box already, so I could sort of familiarize myself with this. So the first thing I have here is graphite and charcoal drawing pencils, and these are from Pentalic. There are 3 graphite pencils, 2B, HB and 6B. So in terms of softness, HB is the hardest, 2B is the next softest, and 6B is very soft. And then we have charcoal pencils, a soft and a medium. And then we have a pastel pencil, which is white. So this is really kind of a neat set. It's unusual in that it has 3 different mediums in it. So now the wrapped pieces are a Crink permanent ink marker, and this is an alcohol marker, and it does smell like an alcohol marker. You shake it and then you pump it, and it seems to be very smooth. And then Stabilo, 2 Stabilo markers or pens. Now these are different from the ones they have, the ones I have, because they have a bullet point, which is quite nice actually. And I do like these 2 colors. Another thing included in this box was the Zig Clean Color FB, which means, what does it mean? I think it means, yeah, fiber brush nib. Now if you're familiar with the Clean Color brushes, this is the same formulation of ink, and it's a water-based dye ink. It has a nice tip to it. So, and it's red too. So that's kind of a fun assortment. Artsnacks has been including in their boxes and on this little bookmark an art term every month now, and this month's is underdrawing, which is a preliminary sketch. Basically, a great way to get rid of that blank page syndrome. So I'm going to do one of my anthropomorphic vases here. Okay, to start with, and you know me, I'm always going to put a flower in a vase. This marker, and I'm going to do this with tweezers, one of the features of this marker is that you can pull it out, pull out that nib. Darn it. Oh, well, speckles on my... Ooh, that's a starting point, eh? You can see that there's a chisel tip and a bullet tip on this. I'm thinking I will use the bullet tip because then I can get more interesting lines. That tip is a little bit too large for this size drawing, but I did want to show you that it is fun to use a chisel tip to get those thick and thin lines. It's a good way to achieve a variety of line in your work. Oh, I switched that back to the bullet, and let me see if I can, seems like I can do a little bit better with the bullet. I think the chisel was just too big for me, and for this size of artwork. It would be a really good pen to use if your style is graphic. I decided to speed this up a little bit. The video was pretty long, and I have a really bad time trying to do art and talking at the same time. I don't know how people do it, but it impresses me. I'm using that Zig brush right now to just draw in those flowers that I had sketched in with the pencil. And I do like the tip of this. It's a little bit larger than the Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. Very nice. I'm adding some color to the around the edges of this flower so that I can go in with water. Now, the paper I'm using wasn't really sympathetic to the water, but the formulation on these inks is nice. In that, if with a decent watercolor paper, you can really get some great values with this. And then I decided to go back in with more color, etc. Just not the right paper for this particular technique. It did run really nicely as into that little puddle at the bottom of the big flower. I just think I'm deciding just to add some more pencil in. Pencil's a real nice media. I think we forget to use it because it's so common, but that gray line is really wonderful to see. I don't know if you can hear in the background. The room I'm sitting with, there's rows of Sharon bushes right outside my window, and it's February, and they are screeching against the side of the house here. It's pretty funny to hear that while I'm watching this flower painting unfold. I'm just going in picking up some ink or the dye ink color and putting some pattern into that white background of the vase there. Just had a light change. I guess it's the light changes drastically in the afternoon, so sorry about that. And here comes those flowers again. I'm really enjoying that broad pen. It's really, it's pretty much a Sharpie. I did like using the chisel tip. It would probably have been better to use that chisel tip on something larger though. And it's a really nice option that you can change up that tip. Again, just adding marks with the pencil here and there. It's kind of whatever suits my fancy. I find that I like to work that way if I have an idea or something occurs to me. I do it pretty immediately so that I don't forget. I can always go back to what I was doing before and finish that. So as I was drawing that flower, it suddenly occurred to me that a pattern would be nice at the top of the vase. And then I was just experimenting there with adding some sort of circle-y leaves. I'm just showing you that the paper I'm using is really not good for this kind of work, wet work. It's just an old sketchbook, just not the best thing. So I added some, I think they call it echoing in Zentangle around those flowers, and that's a really good way to fill in areas that you want to color, you want some color in. And then again, just going back just to add some value with the pencil and adding more of that gray. And I don't know what I'm saying, but my hands are having a happy dance there. So back to non-voiceover now. So I did enjoy this box. It was super fun to play with, and I always enjoy opening these boxes. So that's it for today. I will see you soon with another video. So don't forget to subscribe and like and You know, I love reading your comments. If you have questions, leave them below. I always get back to you guys. Sometimes it takes me a little longer than it should, but I get back to you. See you soon, folks.